Peeps, we are back with some exciting Verbolten Forbidden Turn news. So we've previously talked about it on the channel, but after more than a decade, Verbolten isn't just getting refreshed while it's closed for the season, it's getting a whole new identity shift. It's going to be retitled Verbolten Forbidden Turn and will feature a whole slew of new elements that we're going to talk about in today's video. Now, we've seen some thematic overhauls on Busch Gardens rides in recent years. The Big Bad Wolf, which is basically an entirely new ride, Loch Ness Monster, Dark Castle converting to Dark Coaster, but this may be one of the biggest thematic overhauls we've seen at Busch Gardens Williamsburg in recent years. And if these plans that we're going to talk about today pan out, we're going to get almost an entirely new ride, even though the track itself may not be changing. So let's start with what's already been officially confirmed. Busch Gardens Williamsburg's Verbolten is closed on January 4th, 2026 at the end of Christmastown. It's going to reopen later this year as Verbolten Forbidden Turn. The marketing leans hard into a darker Black Forest story with the tagline, "One wrong turn changes everything." There's no announcement of a new layout, new launches, or changes to the drop track. This is more of a story overhaul, not necessarily a new coaster. Everything we're talking about today will come from publicly filed construction and theming documents that have been uncovered and analyzed by fans online, most notably BGW Fans, one of the biggest websites for Busch Gardens Williamsburg news and rumors. These aren't press releases, and plans can change, but they do show what Busch Gardens Williamsburg is thinking behind the scenes. So as we go through this, keep that in mind. This is document-based analysis, not official confirmation, nor an official announcement. So one of the first things that jumps out in these plans is the queue. The layout itself stays mostly the same, but the documents show new lighting, updated scenic elements, and even infrastructure for what looks like a queue animatronic at the tour center. If that happens, that's a big deal. Busch Gardens really doesn't use animatronics often, especially in coaster queues. The last time I could think of an animatronic being actively used at Busch Gardens Williamsburg was in the queue for Questor, which was years and years and years ago. Maybe there have been some since, but this is certainly the first one that we've seen in years, and it would be inside the queue, not necessarily inside the ride, but we'll talk about that here in a second. So obviously, much like the current Verbolten, the story will be set up in the queue of the ride, and as you get on the ride, we're going to see some changes immediately as you leave the station. Now, obviously, there will probably be some retheming in the station and stuff like that. I would imagine that other than the potential animatronic from the plans, a lot of what we're going to see is going to be kind of similar to the retheme of the Loch Ness Monster. Some new elements, new props, new posters, things like that, some Easter eggs, that kind of thing. But once you get on the ride and leave the station, the plans show a new themed outdoor scene just before you enter the indoor show building. It includes a large scenic structure, heavy lighting, fog, mist effects, maybe even some type of motion effect. So the moment where the ride takes that wrong turn is going to see even more theming than currently. Currently, you kind of hit that first launch, go straight into the tunnel of the show building. Now I think we're going to see some fog effects, maybe obstructing the view of the tunnel. We're going to see some scenic before we get into the tunnel, probably establishing a little bit more of the story. And then once you get into the building, that's where things kind of get wild. According to the documents, the interior of the building is getting the biggest transformation by far. The standout element is going to be a massive twisted tree set piece that the track actually wraps around and may even pass through. And on top of that, there are multiple new 3D scenic elements placed very close to the track, along with new lighting and speaker placements throughout the building. There are also indications of at least potentially one animatronic inside the building and possibly another near the drop track. So in these images that they've uncovered, you will ride this roller coaster around this giant tree effect. Through it, we may see some motion effects. We may see an animatronic before the big drop at the end of the show building. And if all of this makes it into the final ride, Verbolten is going to feel less like a roller coaster and almost like a dark ride with fast scenic elements. Maybe almost something like The Mummy at Universal Studios Orlando that incorporates animatronics and special effects. So it's a huge overhaul if what we're seeing in these documents yields out to be true. Now, just to keep expectations in check, once you leave the building, it appears, at least on the plans, that not much is changing. Now, that could change, obviously, but we know there's a drawbridge. You go down towards the Rhine River. As far as the plans show, there's not much in the realm of new track, new layout, or a new finale. So if you love Verbolten's current layout like we do, that part will still feel familiar. But what's ultimately changing is how immersive the ride will feel and the story elements that are really brought forward beyond just projection and lighting effects, but perhaps into animatronics and statues and lights and all sorts of cool stuff. So what's cool about this is that it kind of seems to continue this trend in recent years, especially since Pantheon, that Busch Gardens is investing in rides and systems and experiences that are more than just unthemed experiences. They're delving deeper into immersion. Obviously, Pantheon, we love the roller coaster, but the biggest drawback of it is that there's just no theming on the queue or in the ride itself. Lots of fans complained about it. Since then, Loch Ness Monster really stepped things up with not just more story elements in the queue, but a giant Loch Ness Monster statue near the end of the ride. Big Bad Wolf has the audio elements. The Village really leaned into the whole storyline of the Big Bad Wolf. Dark Coaster obviously took advantage of the building, and despite what's in the ride itself, there is a whole storyline. They really leaned into that immersion, and it kind of seems like they're bringing everything that they've learned from those experiences forward into how they're retheming Verbolten Forbidden Turn. So I think what we'll see here is taking one of my favorite rides at the park and getting even more out of it, more immersion, more scariness, more effects, and doing something that's really kind of world class, bringing experiences to Busch Gardens like we haven't seen in a while, or maybe even ever seen, with animatronics on the rides and things like that. It's really exciting to see how Busch Gardens is leaning into retheming, revamping, and evolving some of their classic rides. So the big question, are you looking forward to these new potential elements coming to Verbolten Forbidden Turn? What were you hoping was going to come to the ride, or are you excited as I am? I love Verbolten, super excited to see what they do with it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and while you're down there, if you want to make sure that you get all the updates and news and experience videos up to and including the opening of Verbolten Forbidden Turn, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when we release that content. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.